summoning. So now we're going to continue on. Okay, I think we're good to go. Sorry about that. Something was wonky with my capture program. Alright, now, this dragon, luckily, he's completely optional to fight. But what we are going to do is get access to commentary. Okay, sorry about that. I think it's picking up now. So I'm not sure how long it was cut out for, but I was just going to, as we're shooting this guy's tail, which we have to do in order to make it fall off and get the sword, I'll go ahead and talk about the sword we're going to get. It's called the Drake Sword, and it's if you've heard anything about the Drake Sword, you've probably heard that it's a really good sword for the early game, but not so good for the late game. And that is true. The reason for that is that it has to do with weapon scaling. So basically most weapons, as you improve yourself, as you improve your stats, most weapons will improve with you. It's called scaling. They scale with your stats. The Drake Sword does not scale at all with any stats. So there's that. That's definitely a downside. And secondly, in order to upgrade it, you can upgrade it, but it costs dragon scales instead of the normal titanite shards. Dragon scales are hard to come by and have other uses as well, so it's kind of a waste because even when the Drake Sword is leveled up all the way, it still is not as good as pretty much any other weapon that's leveled up all the way that scales with you. So that's my little spiel on the Drake Sword. Definitely use it if you want to in the early game. It'll definitely help you out. But don't waste anything. Don't waste souls, dragon scales, anything on leveling it up, because it simply is not worth it. And there's actually another weapon that we should be able to pick up pretty soon that I might use even instead of the Drake Sword. But I'll at least use the Drake Sword for a little bit, or on and off, so that you guys can see how it works, how well it works and stuff. I think that's all I need to say about the Drake Sword. Now we just have to actually get it. It's hard to shoot the tail when it comes up really close to you, so if you don't have a lot of arrows, I'd recommend just shoot it from here while it's over there. Whoops. And then just wait until it resets. The only reason I'm trying to catch it when it's over here is because I have a lot of arrows, and it will hopefully make this go quicker. Oh, that was completely way off. You've got to be getting close now, I'm hoping. You have to time it just right when he swings his tail close to you. It's hard to do. I'm not usually a very good shot. So I don't really ever use... There we go. We got it. Now, it kind of sucks that we had to take his tail, but if you actually, when you come back here another time, you'll actually notice his tail is there swinging, so he regrows it or something. Alright, so now, oh, there's something I forgot to do. Go back here real briefly and go through this door. This is going to be important. Kick this ladder, and that opens up that shortcut I was telling you about. So we're going to actually go back down here, because I think we need to do a little bit of leveling up before we can use the Drake Sword. It has a strength requirement, I think, of 16. I think. Let's see if that did it. Yeah, 16. And dexterity of 10, which we already have. So we'll go ahead and equip that Drake Sword. Now, I'm thinking it's going to make us too heavy for the fast roll, which is correct. So what I can try to do is level up endurance a little bit. Let's do that. I don't know if that was enough. Nope. Darn. Alright, let's just unequip. Actually, I want to keep the bow and arrow equipped. I'm going to be kind of shady and unequip clothing for right now. Just because I really want to fast roll. But I also want to have the bow and arrow in a pinch. So now I'm going to, I think, go human. Because we may want to summon help for the next boss. So we'll just go human just so we have that option. Okay, now. Onward with our Drake Sword. And if you're trying to equip the Drake Sword and you find you don't have enough souls to level up your strength, check your inventory. You may have forgotten about some souls that you may have picked up, or go ahead and go back into the Undead Burg and farm some souls, and you should be good. Now, if we go up here, we can actually farm a little bit of souls. Step out there to trigger the dragon, which that did not trigger him. There we go. Quickly go back down here, and it gives you a little over 500 souls. So that's a quick way to farm souls. You can actually, you're really close. Oh, great. Fog door. Oh. Thought that meant I was being invaded, but apparently it didn't work. But anyway, you can run down here, rest at the bonfire, come back up here, rinse and repeat. But now let me show you something. There's some goodies over there on that side of the bridge, and also through that archway is a bonfire. And it's going to be really tempting to try to get to that bonfire, but I'm going to recommend against it. We have a bonfire right down there, and you are going to get hit with flames if you try to go that way. So we're not going to do that. You can get there at a later time, but for now we're just going to work from this bonfire. So go back out here. I have a feeling I'm going to get invaded. This is not going to be good. Back out here, take out these guys again. Now you'll notice the Drake Sword takes him out in one hit. It took us about 3 or 4 with our long sword, so that's a huge improvement. Come on. Come on. You have to be careful with this guy, because if you swing too close to the edge, you'll fall off. Oh. Come on. Wow. Oh, yikes. Drink. Let's try parrying. Parry damage with the Drake Sword is really good. Alright, now we have to go along this edge. You can probably see a rat sticking out there. There are 3 rats in here, so be very careful, and especially I have no armor on. This is a bad idea. But be careful about getting poisoned. I think I'm probably going to end up getting poisoned here. If I do, that's okay. If you see that little bar with the purple that popped up, that's your poison level indicator thing. If that fills all the way up, then you're poisoned. But it takes a few bites in order for that to fill up, so we got lucky there. If you do get poisoned, like I mentioned before, just keep an eye on your health and just kind of wait it out. And as soon as we have the opportunity, we will buy some of that stuff that cures poison. Now, I'm just realizing there's something I forgot to mention in the Undead Burg, and that is Black Knights. Up these stairs is a Black Knight. Shoot, I really should have told you guys about that. Well, the part where, and the reason why I forgot is because that's where I was having some technical issues and I had to stop the video. But in the area where, if you'll remember, where we picked up the gold pine resin from that chest, in that area beyond where there was like the 3 little soldiers right before you head up the stairs, right next to the chest area, there's a staircase going down. There is a Black Knight down there, and I would recommend to stay away from him because these are very tough enemies, and they can be beaten at this point in the game, but it's tough. They hit very hard, and they if you don't have a lot of stamina, they run down your stamina, and then when your stamina's gone, the next hit is taking away your health, and in about a hit or 2, they kill you. So Black Knights often are guarding good items, and sometimes they drop good items too. So we definitely do want to go back at some point, but we're not going to go back now because we will probably get killed. Anyway, so that's that, and then there's another one of those same guys up this tower. So don't go up this tower yet. It's going to be a difficult fight. Now, here we are in Undead Parish, You can see somebody's got a summon sign here. I'm tempted to summon someone, but the thing is, when you summon, they assume that you're summoning them for help. For a boss. Whoa, there's a lot here. And we don't want to head straight to the boss just yet. So, we're not going to do that. Now, be careful. If you see right there, that is a giant pig. I guess it's a boar. He is very strong. So what we're going to do is, if you see there's a couple fire pits, his weakness is fire. So we're going to try to lure him into the fire. But first, just run straight over here. Kill this guy so he's out of the way. Now, and this guy. And what did he drop? Hollow soldier waistcloth. Useless. Alright, now. If we grab his attention, then he's going to charge us, and hopefully he will run himself into the fire, which he has not. You can hit him a few times while he's over here. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Shoot! Especially when you hit the wooden pole in the way. The most efficient way to kill him is to try to get him to run into the fire, but it's easier said than done. Watch out for these guys shooting arrows. If you can get up this staircase, then you might come over here. Okay, come on, turn around into the fire. There we go. He stepped in the fire, did about 63 damage. Our sword, our Drake sword, which can one-hit these hollows, only does 20 damage on this guy, so he's pretty tough. So, let's go out here, grab him again, get up. Oh, wow, that was fast. He did not step in the fire that time, that's okay. Try to get him to do that next time. Come on. Come on, I'm up here. There we go. I think he hit the fire. Oh, maybe he didn't. Come on. Step in the fire. There we go. And he pretty much killed himself. So that is good. Now he does not respawn. So that's why, I mean, we could have run past him, but that's why I ultimately took the time to kill him, because we won't have to worry about him ever again. Now, we can't get through here just yet. So come down here. Oh, actually, we'll run up here first. I'm sorry. There's a staircase over here. You can go up here and just clear out these hollows so that they don't bother us anymore. Just be careful. I wouldn't recommend trying to parry this guy in this situation, otherwise these guys with the arrows will just pelt you. Whoops. I'm not trying to kick him. That's what we got here. Alluring Skull. So I've never really used the Alluring Skulls, but they're used if you want to distract an enemy. You toss that in a direction away from where you want to go, and then they kind of chase that and you can get away, is my understanding of it. So now we'll head over here, and there's kind of a hidden staircase right here. We'll go on down. This guy's trying to draw you into an ambush. It's just 3 guys though, so it's not terrible. We've picked up a broken straight sword, which is pretty useless. Thank you for that. Whoops. Oh, I'm stuck. Come down here, take out this dude. Oh, that is not a hollow. So now we have a mystery key, and that will be used shortly, I believe. We come over here, take this ladder. Again, I apologize for the partial nudity. I just really want to be able to fast roll. Wow, I picked the worst time ever to drink Estus. Forgot these guys are up here. Okay, now. You can see there's an item sitting there on that raptor thing. You can actually walk out on here and grab it. And if you fall, don't worry. You might take a little bit of fall damage, but it will not kill you. Turn back around. Alright, now continuing onward. I don't think there's anything up here that's noteworthy. We'll head on through this fog door. So now you can see we're back in this area, except we're up a level, which allows us access to a different part of this place. Now, if you go around here, be very careful. This guy, this is a knight, not a black knight, but I don't know what you call him, a silver knight maybe? Probably not even silver knight, but he's pretty strong. We're going to go ahead, I think, and take him on. I think you can take him out in 2 or 3 hits with the Drake Sword, if I'm not mistaken. But just try to back up so that you can get in here and you have a little more room to fight. So, wait for him to attack and then go in. Ah, he's fast. Oh man, he's really fast. Now when he's doing that little stance with his sword, do not attack. That means he will parry you and probably kill you, or at least do a lot of damage. Okay, we got him in 2 hits, I think, so that was good. Now we have a Knight Shield. Let's see. It's probably a little bit better than the shield we have. 68 versus 60. It's going to probably be too heavy. Oh, wait, no. I guess since we are naked, we can still fast roll. Okay. So also, just look at this shield. Like, that's pretty badass. I like it a lot. So, anyways, continuing on. You'll find a guy right here. If you continue this way, be careful. Out here is another one of those knights, and also another hollow warrior. I'm going to see if I can just grab the attention of one at a time. Actually, maybe we'll just run straight for the knight, because that guy back there is pretty slow. Let's run straight for the knight. This guy's a little different looking than the other guy. Watch out for his shield bash. That will likely stagger you. Okay. Was there something? No, nothing back here. Okay. Now, if we hang a left here, we'll be able to get that item later, don't worry. If we hang a left, head down here. Now be very careful in this area. There's a lot of enemies inside this church to the right. So if you step in front of the door, you will aggro a knight. So what I'm going to recommend is go this way. Jump down here. And now we're down the stairs far enough that he can't see us. But we'll come down here, take care of this guy. And I don't know if you heard that bell in the distance, but that is actually another player who has made it to the first Bell of Awakening, which is what we're heading for now. So that's pretty cool. Good for them. So we can go ahead and open that, so we have that shortcut now. We don't have to go through that little underground area with all the hollows. Oops, actually, come back up on this side. You can go over here and grab this. This is a halberd. Halberds are one of my favorite weapons. And I think what I'm going to do is probably switch to that for the boss fight. The Drake Sword cannot be buffed with the gold pine resin, unfortunately. But the halberd can, so that's probably what I'm going to do. Before we head into that church, I'm going to... Well, we could actually go ahead and clear out the church now. If you're low on Estus, and you didn't get the Drake Sword, then skip ahead a little bit to the part where I get to the next bonfire. But if you're feeling strong enough, you can go ahead and take on these guys. There's 5 enemies in this church. You can see we've aggroed one. Make sure you get the attention of one and then bring him out here. You do not want to go just run straight in there and try to fight, because you will be killed, and quickly. So now we've got one. And here we're going to need... Oh, great. We have an invader. Lovely. Dark Spirit, the Game Flame. Well, come on then. See if we can find him. I do not see him, man. It's fine. If he comes and kills us, you know what? Let's actually, now that we've been invaded, let's actually make our way towards the bonfire, which is this way. And, of course, it's blocked off by a fog wall. Well, that's fine. Come over here quickly and take these guys out. Here's our invader. So let's get ready to fight him. Shoot. Whoa, he's strong. See, that's what happens. And he's also being pretty pompous about it. Well, congratulations, you're a douche. These guys, like I was saying before, they keep their soul level low, but they upgrade their weapons like ridiculously high. And so they come and they prey upon these people in the early game who are not very leveled up, haven't even gotten a chance to level up their weapons yet, and they take some of your stuff. So that's, you know, it is what it is. We'll stay hollow for the time being to avoid being invaded. I'd like to be human as much as I can in areas that I'm comfortable with, just because being human does have some benefits. But if we're going to get invaded all the time, it's not really worth it right now. This is an area of high invasion, just for the reasons I've already mentioned. Oh, I'm poisoned already with one bite. Come on. Must have been a really strong bite. So, well, at least I can explain poisoning to you now. You can see my health is going down slowly. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. And that bar with the yellow stuff in it is also going down. So that's the poison level in your system. So once that goes all the way down, then you're essentially cured from the poison. But just keep an eye on it. If you don't have a lot of Estus on you, then get to a bonfire as quickly as possible. Oops. Wow, that was close. Oh no! And the poison took my last little bit of health. Perfect. Man, that invader really threw off my groove. But, you know, I did want to show you guys what it's like to be invaded. So, I guess that was kind of handy. But, you know what that also means? Since I just died, I lost everything. I lost all the souls I had. Because the invader killed me. My souls would have been right there, but I didn't make it to that point. So that's sad. Believe it or not, you know, losing, I think I had, I don't know, 6,000 souls or something, which seems like a lot, and in this point of the game it kind of is, but in the grand scheme of things it's nothing. It's chump change, so don't worry too much if you lose some souls. It's not going to be the end of the world. And later in the game I'll show you some areas where you can soul farm. So yeah, it's not too bad if you lose souls like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head straight for the bonfire this time instead of trying to clear out the church first. Just because, I'm sick of like playing the same part over and over again. So if we just head straight on up. I don't know if that guy's gonna... Oh, well, I don't think we had very many souls when we came back here, but... Shoot. Come on. Come on. Okay, whatever, I recovered. Bro, come on. Okay, so we got back the little souls that we had accumulated. So we can now head this way. And luckily we got a chance to open that gate before we were very rudely invaded. Some would say that I was asking for it since I was in human form, but I still think it's rude. So anyways, head back up here. Now be careful, because this knight will be here right around the corner waiting for you. Whoa! And I did not lock onto him effectively. One more hit and he's toast. But don't get greedy. Sometimes it's tempting to just rush in and try to get a couple hits in, but that can really hurt you. This game, as I've been saying, is really all about patience. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. These guys, I find it's easiest to just parry them because they don't attack unless like your shield is lowered anyway. They hardly ever attack. Alright, now. The guys with the spears, rather, is what I meant. Ooh. Oh dear. No good, no good. Drink. So one more guy. This is, right here, another entrance to the church. Don't go in there yet. I'm going to go ahead and go this way. And there is a bonfire up here, which I'm pretty excited about. Let's go ahead and light this bonfire. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now that this is a good one to kindle. You can come back here quite often if we have enough humanity. We do. So again, I'm going to risk being invaded, which is maybe not the smartest thing to do, but I would really like to kindle this bonfire while we're here, so we're going to do it. Sorry. Got up to check something really fast. Now, we can go ahead and go down these stairs, and we will encounter our first blacksmith. This is Andre, and he's probably my favorite NPC in the game. I love him.
Must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of a store run. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
He's just like, I accidentally hit him one time with my sword, and he like forgave me immediately. Like, every other NPC that I've done that to has become like extremely hostile. So Andre's pretty cool. Now, there's a lot you can do at the blacksmith. We're going to go ahead and first repair our equipment because we never did buy that repair box. And I'm just going to repair the stuff that we use a lot. If you don't repair stuff, it will eventually break, so just keep that in mind. Now, modifying is what's known as weapon ascension, which we can't do yet, so we'll explain that later. But here's what we want to do. We want to go into reinforce. Now, the weapon I want to reinforce... Oh, we don't have any titanite, that's right. But the weapon I want to reinforce is this halberd we just picked up, because it's going to be really good for us in the boss fight. So let's go ahead and purchase some titanite from him. We only have enough to purchase one. Okay, well, that's not ideal, but it's fine. Go ahead and do our halberd. So we're reinforcing it to halberd +1. Now, just something really quickly about reinforcing weapons. In order to go from like no reinforcements to +5, it requires titanite shards. Those are easy to come by. You can purchase them here for 800 souls apiece, or the area we were just in with the 2 knights and that little maze area kind of thing. That's a great place to farm titanite because those guys will sometimes drop it. And the phone is ringing. I'm so sorry. The phone rings literally like every time I do this. Hold on. Okay, sorry, it's my grandma calling. I've got to let it go to voicemail. Anyway, so yeah, don't be afraid to level up more than one weapon. Sometimes the tendency is to save your titanite shards, and there's a fear of reinforcing a weapon and then you don't end up liking it. But don't let that stop you, at least for reinforcing to just +5. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Anyway, because, like I said, that you can get the titanite shards easily, so don't worry about that. We can go ahead and learn a gesture from him. Hurrah! Alright. We'll go ahead and leave him for now.
Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Alright. I'll go ahead and we'll switch this out for hurrah, because I feel like that's a good one, right? Yeah! Okay. Alright, now, so we're going to be heading towards the boss. So what I'm going to do is actually use my halberd for a bit so that I can get used to that before we get to the boss. You can fast roll. You know what? This is lighter than the Drake sword, so we may be able to actually put some clothes on. Let's see. Ah, no. Well, let's actually try the heater shield with this setup. Still no. Man. Alright. I'm going to try to level up my endurance more because I really want to be able to fast roll and I don't want to be naked the whole time. Don't have nearly enough yet. Nope. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll just be naked for a little bit longer. It's whatever. Now, so we are heading towards the area boss. We still have to clear out that church, though. So we're going to do that first and hope that we don't get invaded. Hope and pray. Now you can see this halberd doesn't do as much damage as the Drake's sword by far. But it's only leveled up to +1. Once you get it leveled up all the way, it's actually a really good weapon. And there are a bunch of different variations of the halberd that you can find throughout the game. So we probably won't keep this plain old halberd forever, but for now it'll suit us pretty well, I think, for our purposes. But the main thing, and also the halberd you can strike from a little bit further away, which is nice. But the main thing, the main reason I'm wanting to use it is so that we can put gold pine resin on it and use it for the boss fight. And it's very useful to do so because the boss fight can be... It's a pretty difficult boss fight for this early in the game. It's actually arguably my favorite boss fight, but it is difficult. And you wouldn't really be expecting something like this early in the game, so... Here we go, we got our first guy coming out. And if you'll notice, I'm only using my weak attack. And the reason being, the strong attack for halberds is kind of a slow attack. I'll show it to you now. You have to turn all the way in a circle. It's a really good attack, but it's very slow. Now, in order to grab this guy, we're going to have to shoot him. Quickly switch back to your shield. You may want to practice just quickly equipping and unequipping your stuff so that you can learn how to do that quickly in a pinch. Because if you don't equip your shield in time and this guy gets to you, then you're pretty screwed. Oh, he dropped bald or leggings. Okay, I would have much rather you drop Titanite, but that's alright. Now, you can probably see that huge guy standing in the back. Don't worry about him for right now. You won't aggro him unless you go pretty far in, so we'll go ahead and just quickly grab this guy and then run back out. Now this guy is a little bit tougher. He's a little bit quicker than his friends with the large large shields rather. But he's not too bad. You just have to be patient, wait for him to attack, and that'll be your opening. And then quickly, after you attack, leave your shield down for just a second so that your stamina can regenerate, and then put the shield back up quickly. Stamina does regenerate while your shield is up, but it's much slower. And Titanite, yes! So, yeah, it will regenerate, but it regenerates much more quickly with your shield down. So if you can learn how to time it right so that you can keep your shield down in battle at certain points and then put it up when you need it, that's ideal so that your stamina will regenerate. Now, if we come carefully in here, there's going to be a guy above us. And we can hopefully get him to jump down. Come on. Be careful, he shoots soul arrows, which is a magic attack. Come on, jump down. And most shields can't block magic attack fully. So just be careful. Just try to dodge him. And he is not going to come down like he has done for me in the past. Come on. Drop down and bite me like a man. Alright. Well, what we're going to do instead then is we're going to go grab the big guy. But we're going to have to probably take him outside or else we're going to get hit by the sorcerer's soul arrows. So let's go quickly aggro him. We've got his attention. Shoot! Run! Run, 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 run. Now, this guy's tough, but he's also very slow. So, the best strategy for him is probably to try to get behind him. My dog's having a bad dream. I'm so sorry, guys. Andy, wake up! Uh-oh. But for him, it's easy enough to back away and replenish your health. Shoot. Wow, he totally missed. We got lucky. His attacks are strong. Oh! But they're slow. So just really take your time with this guy. And let your stamina recover. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. No, you don't. No, you don't. Man. I was afraid of that. If you can keep these... Oh, shoot. He does his double thing. Okay. So, do a better job than I am of recognizing his pattern, and you will be golden. Shoot. Come on, get up, get up, get up! Man, this guy's tough. But he's not impossible. He is slow. So just kind of wait for him to attack first. And then you'll get your opening. Come on. Come on. It's possible to get behind him and do a backstab. Let's see if I can. Nope. Whoa. Okay. That was intense. That was... Wow. Okay. Well. That didn't quite work out how I planned. That's okay. Since we're back, we're going to be back down at the bonfire. I can go ahead and use that opportunity to upgrade my halberd a little bit further. Let's see. Actually, did I pick up any other souls? No. So it looks like we're only going to be able to do one upgrade to it, which is fine.
Well, hello again. You seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Why, yes, we do. Oh, we need souls, though.
I'll be seeing you then. Well, hello. You seem to need...
Alright. Go down to the halberd. We can make it halberd +2. There we go. Alright.
Boy, where are you off to? What's going on with you, lady?
Whoa.
I thought you had gone hollow there.
Did I hit him? Maybe I accidentally hit him.
I'll be seeing you then.
Yeah.
Be
Oh, maybe it was just because I walked away without, like, saying goodbye to him. Alright. You know what I might do, though? I might actually... I feel like we might do a little bit better with the Drake sword on that big knight. So I'm gonna go for that. Okay, get my souls. Now, instead of going all the way back around, I'm going to come in here and grab the big knight, but just be careful because those other knights will be back, but they're facing the other way, so as long as you don't go over there, you'll be fine. But here, he's seen us already. Whoa. That's the thing that killed me before. And I think I even was blocking. Whoa. Alright, well, this does more damage than my halberd, I think, so. Whoa. Oh, goodness. No! No, 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 no! How did this happen right now? I can't believe that just happened. Okay. It's alright. The bonfire is close by. Oh, you know what? I forgot to come over here. We'll go over here really quickly just so I can show you what it is. We can't actually do anything here except talk to a guy. But after we ring both the bells of awakening, this gate will lift and we'll be able to enter into there. And the reason, even though we can't like do anything, the reason I wanted to come over here is because we meet up with this guy later.
Forgive me.
I just want to make sure we talk to him now.
I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I had another interruption and had to cut the video off. But I will hopefully just cut out everything that is not something you would want to see. Anyways, so we were just talking to this guy, still close. So he's basically, the only reason I wanted to come over here was to tell him, or was to talk to him, because I know he shows up later, and I just wanted to make sure that we would see him later, so that's why I wanted to come over and talk to him. Otherwise, I don't know if we would actually see him later. So that was a very roundabout way of saying that, but anyways, so we're heading back this way to take on the knight again, and in my last attempt, I stupidly fell over the edge, so that was not good. Just debating if I want to go human. How much humanity do I have? None. Alright, we are not going human then. And I do want to mention that I just went offline because my internet's been screwy. So even if I do go human, I unfortunately won't get to summon anyone or be invaded. Just until the internet's fixed. I'm not sure what the deal is, but that's okay. That's not really important for this tutorial video. Whoops. Alright, now I can get my souls back. And let's give this knight another go. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking if I can wield it, I'm wanting to go with the knight shield. There we go. It's a little bit of a better shield. It's also bigger. So for a guy that hits this hard, I think that will be a little bit better. Alright, I think he saw us. He certainly did. Alright. Pressure's on. It's gonna take forever to kill him. Because we are so weak at this point in the game. Ooh, come on. Oh, shield bashed. You missed me. Whoa. Did not miss me there. I'm just trying to be super patient and wait for a really big opening, because I am so not interested in dying to this guy again. Like, I could have gone there even, but I was scared he was gonna... There we go. It takes him a minute to recover from that big swing, so that's why I'm going for him after that. There we go. Alright. What did he drop? Tower shield. So he dropped that huge shield and a Titanite shard. So that's, the tower shield I'm sure is way too heavy for us at this point. But the Titanite shard is very useful. So I think, how many Titanite shards do I have? Oops, wrong. I have 1. And I think we need 2 more to reinforce the halberd. You know what I'm going to do? Sorry guys to keep running back and forth, but I'm going to run back really quickly to upgrade the halberd to plus, I think +3 it is. Halberd, not halberd. Just to help us out for the impending boss fight. So I would definitely recommend upgrading it as much as you can. Like I was saying earlier, it's a tough boss fight. I think I might need to buy
Well, hello. You need any?
a Titanite shard from him. Now, reinforce. Yeah, it takes 2. Once you get to a certain point, it takes more and more Titanite shards. Okay. Alright, so we've got our halberd +3 now. So I'm pretty happy with that. See if it needs to be repaired. Might as well repair our Drake sword. Oh, our halberd doesn't need repairing. Okay.
Don't get yourself killed.
Alright.
Neither of us.
Oops, I didn't let him finish his little spiel. That's okay. Now. We're still fast rolling, yep. I wonder, did I pick up? I feel like bad about not having any clothes on. So I'm wondering if I picked up anything. Well, I'm sure we're heavy with this. Yeah. Alright, sorry. Sorry guys. Deal with the nudity for a little bit longer. I mean, she's wearing like a, I don't know, like a bathing suit almost type thing, but... Alright, so now, the only thing we have left to do before we head to the boss is there is a sorcerer in the church who I'm really like confused about, because every other time I've gone through this area, he jumps down, and then you can just, he's weak fighting melee, so then you can just kind of whack him a couple times, but he is totally not into that this time around. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Shoot. Okay, let's get behind cover here. So what I'm probably going to have to do is just shoot him with arrows. Until he dies. Because the thing is, if we don't get rid of him, he's going to really bother us when we get upstairs. So it's going to be much worse to have to deal with him then than now. Just gotta dodge these soul arrows. And unfortunately, the arrows aren't doing very much damage on him, but that's kind of the best we got right now. Oh shoot, wrong button. Alright. I mean, it's not terrible. We have his health down, I think, almost halfway now. Oh shoot. You can see there's hollows up there that are looking, checking us out. Up there, there's like a a big horde of, I would say, at least 10 hollows. So you don't want to have to deal with them and this guy together because you will just get destroyed. And luckily, these arrows are pretty easy to dodge because you can hear them when they're being shot. So you don't need to dodge until you actually hear that sound. I think we almost got him. One or two more hits. Come on. We got him. Okay. And we got 1,000 souls for him, so that's pretty good. Now, just be careful. Don't go too far in this direction because you'll aggro those 3 knights. They do respawn. The wizard does not respawn, nor does this big black knight. Oh, and we didn't even pick up our prize that the black knight was guarding. Firekeeper's soul. So that is used to reinforce your Estus flask. If you want to, you can go take this elevator down to Firelink Shrine. And, you know, we should probably just do that. Let's just do that before the boss fight. That makes the most sense. Wow, I look ugly. So, in order to reinforce... There's a couple different places in the game you can do this, but the only one that's available to us now is here in Firelink Shrine. And it requires a Firekeeper soul. So, where the heck am I going? Oh, this way. And it's this woman who does not speak. No response, she cannot speak. But she will reinforce your Estus flask for you if you have a Firekeeper soul. And you can see that it turned our Estus flask into Estus flask +1. So that just means that you receive more health recovery when you drink an Estus flask. So that's definitely useful. So just if you come across a Firekeeper soul, just remember that. And we will come across some more in the game. Now, hopefully you heeded my advice in the previous video and saved some gold pine resin. We are going to definitely use that on this boss. Careful, there's a knight right here. Oh, shoot. And I know it's like... Oh shoot, don't you drink. I know it's kind of a weird place to fight him, but try to keep your fight contained at this kind of staircase area. If you go too far in, you're going to run into some more enemies. Did he drop anything? Nope. Now, upcoming around this corner is that horde of hollows I was talking about. And you know, hollows are really pretty easy one-on-one, but there's at least like 10 of them here that come after you at the same time. So it's really... I can't tell you how many times I've died to these guys. And luckily I've got a weapon that has a really long reach, so I can usually get more than one at a time, which is really handy. So yeah, if you come into this room fully, it's really easy to be surrounded, but then sometimes when you fight them in the hallway, they can back you into a corner, so I don't know. There's really no best way to go about fighting this horde. Just try to block, try to keep them in front of you, and strike when they're not preparing to strike. You have to kind of time it right, because sometimes their strikes are synchronized with each other, and sometimes they're not. Right here is where the what's his name? Sorcerer was standing. So you can see if he had been there, he would have really made this like 10 times harder. Now, before we head up to the boss, there are a few things we can do up here. Head over this way. There's another knight over here, so be careful. These guys are really not so bad if you're patient and you wait for the opening. Now you can see there's some light peeking through this door. We'll come back there. I just want to check over here really quickly. Here we go. Oh, good. We got a humanity. So, I've been probably using humanity too liberally. So, don't do what I've done and use up your humanity and then die a bunch of times. It's better to save it for times you really need it. So if we come in here, we come across this man locked up in a cage. So let's talk to him.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in love. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
So now we have the option, I think it's the mystery key we picked up, or was it the mystery key? I don't know, some key that we've picked up along the way. We have the option to open his cell and to free him. Now, I'm not going to give stuff away, but I will say there are positives and there are negatives to freeing him. You just have to know what to do with him when you come across him later. So we're going to go ahead and free him for the time being using our mystery key. And we'll just talk to him one more time.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am not.
And our halberd is sticking right through him. Nice.
I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Alright, so he's going to give us a reward, but of course he doesn't have it on him right now. So we'll meet up with him later and receive that reward. Alright, now if we head back this way, I think there's one more thing we can pick up before we head up the stairs further to the boss. This boss fight takes place on the roof of the church, which I love. Oops, no, not that way. That's the way we came. My bad. This way. We've got a large soul of a nameless soldier. Alright, now. Up this way is the boss. And if you were in human form, you would see Solar, I don't know how to say his name. You would see his summon sign up here, somewhere around here by the boss door. Feel free to summon him. He's definitely useful in this fight. He can hold his own pretty well. We're going to be using the gold pine resin, so if you have that, definitely use it. But we don't need to... Hold on one second, sorry. Okay, I forgot what I was saying. I'm going to go ahead and unequip all this other stuff so I don't accidentally use it during the boss fight. We don't need to apply the gold pine resin right away. There's a little bit of room in here for you to do that before the boss actually comes out. So go ahead and walk through. Walk up a little bit, but not too far. Say about right here. Apply the gold pine resin. And then run up here and you will trigger a cutscene. And luckily during the cutscene your gold pine resin doesn't run down. As far as I know. I was so scared when I first played this, oh my gosh. Here we go, jumping down to greet us is a gargoyle. So the best way to deal with him, keep your shield up and try to get behind him. And if you can, try to cut off his tail. Oops. If you do, you will get a kind of cool weapon. Come on. And also, try to take him out as quickly as possible because as you can just see, another gargoyle just popped up. And it's hard to face them together. Shoot, 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 shoot. I need some Estus. Hurry! And my gold pine resin is going to run out. See if I can drink some Estus really fast. Woo. Uh-oh. This guy seriously needs like one more hit. Okay, finally we got the first one. Oh no, our health is so low though. Okay, drink, 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 drink. And, oh, he didn't drink. What the heck? I mean, she. Unfortunately, our gold pine resin has run out. So we will have to take on this guy normally. And I don't know what is up with my weapon. I'm not getting like any attacks in. Uh-oh. Shoot. Okay. So yeah, if you can, try to get behind him. You almost have him. Alright. That was a little bit tense, but the gold pine resin, as you can see, definitely helped. Unfortunately, I did not get to cut the tail off of that first gargoyle. I think the second one was already missing his tail. But if you manage to cut off the tail of the first gargoyle, you get basically its tail weapon. But what we do get is twin humanities, which is useful. It's just if you pop that humanity, you get 2 humanities instead of just 1. So we'll head in here, and we're climbing. This is the bell tower. We're climbing all the way up. And yeah, I just gotta say, I just love that boss fight. It might be my favorite in the game. I don't know why I love it so much, but I love that it's on the roof. I love the music. It's just very atmospheric and intense, and I like it. But if you don't beat it on the first try, do not feel bad. It took me literally so many tries, and I could not beat it without Solar for the first time. So definitely summon him if you have the humanity. Alright, so that completes the first part of our mission. You'll remember our crestfallen knight told us that we had to ring 2 bells of awakening, so that was the first bell. So, even though it seems like we've made a lot of progress, which we have, this game is super long, so we're really like nowhere near like a quarter of the way through the game even, I feel like. So, yeah, I'm going to end this video here now that we've defeated the bell gargoyles, and we'll pick up in the next video with our journey towards the second bell. So thanks for watching, guys.